You mentioned that you had that nice rack of guns there in the swimming pool and how that was kind of fun. What is the most rewarding part of doing your job that you enjoy the most, that you get most out of it?
Well, both of us, it just hands down.
It's not what you think.
Yeah. The best time of this is often, or the best part of this whole experience for us is often by ourselves. You know, maybe it's in the middle of the night or early in the morning or when driving to work or wherever it is, and when we're able to visualize these problems. We both learned that you know, the way that we work is we have to be able to internalize what we're dealing with, and sometimes these are complex issues. There's a lot of factors to consider, so it's hard to bring it inside your head. And for both of us, if you were able to measure our adrenaline levels, I think you know, good explosives notwithstanding, we get the most jazzed when we're able to get into that zone and actually problem solve the situation. You know, the pace that these things are coming at us and the kinds of things that we have to deal with are really challenging. And when you get control of that, like, and it's, I mean, a lot of it, I understand, you know, Purdue's an engineering and science-oriented college, and, you know, engineering is just, in science, it's just tremendously exciting. You are able to, you know, for both of us, it's that ability to get in and get control of a situation and problem solve. It just is, it's thrilling.
Yeah, you sit there, we both have obviously very different ways that we approach problem solving, but the method is the same, which is you have to put the whole thing into your head and be able to look at it from every angle. And then, unfortunately, you've got to pass it to the other guy, and he's got to be able to see it. And then we pass back and forth these things and take a look at them. Sometimes with a whiteboard, often without pronouns, like I said. And when you do get that thing in your head, we did this one with, we revisit Rocket Car. Coming up, there'll be a Mythbusters supersized special where we revisit the Rocket Car. And Jamie and I are standing in the middle of the Mojave Desert on this ramp that we built. I won't tell you how, it's really awesome. And we're both standing there, and there's like 50 people around us, earth-moving vehicles, there's a helicopter circling, cameras all over the place, and dust everywhere, and both of us are kind of laughing, and not because it's like, oh, look, we're masters of the world. It's more because we're like, wow, every single piece of what's going on is just right in here. We know where it all fits, we know where it all goes. And that is, there's nothing like that feeling.
Yeah, and I have to say also, I mean, there's this thing, we thought a lot about, you know, what we do. There's the thing with the design process. You know, Adam and I aren't scientists. We're not trained engineers. We're not educators or anything. But we're both, as I said, intensely curious about the world, and we've had. I think where we stand out is that because of this trial by fire experience that we've had in effects, we've experienced so many different things. It's kind of like, you know, the difference between learning things that you in a book or on a computer or whatever, and actually having hands-on. So, as I'm fond of saying, there's a different sort of intuition when you've got your own blood smeared all over your tools than you get from reading a book.
My blood.
And so, and we're both very into the balance between the things. We both read voraciously. We read everything we can get our hands on. We're into doing the homework, the background on stuff, but we also don't hesitate a second to get our hands dirty and get right into it. And it's that sort of mix that when it's all harnessed, it allows you to do this thing that I talked about, internalizing. It's if you read something, if you just talk about something theoretically, it's really hard to get a control of it, like you will if you know somebody that's been working in some particular task, like that auto mechanic or that builder or whatever that spent his life building these things. They have valuable intuitions about what they're doing that the guy that the architect or the engineer that built the place doesn't. When you can couple both of those, that's where the real that's where Adam and I come into our zone, and that's what we do. That's why we get so excited when we're engineering something, because we know it, we've got control of it, and shit happens.